Hi everyone, it's Perfder, your favorite goofball, and I'm going to be playing a Doki Doki Literature Club. I don't know what it's about. It kind of looks like a dating thing where I get to choose one out of the four unless there's another fifth person that comes in. I don't know because I've never done anything with this game. I never watched it, never played it, never done anything with it. But it looks fun, and we like fun. And that is what we're going to be doing today. Alrighty, let's get to it. It's day 4. We're supposed to be getting ready for a festival event. So, we're doing some poetry. Let's pick some words out here and have at it. Intellectual, I guess that's always going to be the number one thing I want to pick on that when it's there. Let's pick some dream. Yeah. Heaven sent. Okay, I'm getting every one of these. Oof. Extreme. I got another one of her. Dang it. I think that last time it was her too. I know Crimson's gonna be Yuri. I like adventure, and I like misfortune, and I like eternity. I like existence. Sensation. Contemplation. Man, I'm getting all of her this time. Golly. Secretive. Romance. Yeah. Journey. Nightgown. Oh, I got her. Anime. That's always gonna be the number one pick. Nipple. Boy. Awesome. Horror. I'm gonna get her this one. Definitely. 100%. Embrace. I don't know. I'm gonna go with vibrant. Alright. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Harry, you were practicing piano again? Were you? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy though. You're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Nataki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our parts in the festival. But it's a whole day of at school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayuri. All of a sudden, Monica, they usually have fried squid. Squid. That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people. I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. It's because Monique, Ying. Also, the jokes makes no sense in translation. Question. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Yeah, fine. Your reaction aren't as funny as Yuri's or Sayuri's. Anyway, excuse me? Where is Yuri anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayuri is sitting at the desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayuri. I wave my hand in front of her face. you're spacing out again. I'm sorry. Don't mind me. You can go ahead talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine. See, there he shows a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Ciari before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I could ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Ciari recently, since they've been preparing for the festival. They must have been spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Perf, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Ciari lately? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little bit too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Ciari, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something in her head. Maybe I'm supposed to not the one asking you, Perf. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Perf. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club member, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Oh, are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the things in her mind is you, Perf. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Ciari talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since the day you joined this club. It's like an extra light has turned on inside her. What? No way. Ciari is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Perf. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? Makes sense. I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anymore? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up at her desk and walks across the room to where Ciari is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Ciari and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Ciari told me not to worry about her, but I have to and then have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of ordinary. And there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Ciari appearing at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own set accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit at the one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like this? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot that based on your posture and your expression. Not that I was starting anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who are willing to share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I just feeling a bit uneasy about Yuri. So Yuri? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, it's just I didn't want you to misunderstand. Sarah and I have been just friends for a long time, that's all. Oh, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you and about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Scripture. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think might be something behind it after all? I think that Yuri is a very complex person. Her mannerisms and outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully accompanying your thoughts. Wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Yuri, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends after all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious. As if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware of were in you. I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her, Yuri. You're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyways, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off of this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that I can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water picture and also plunges to an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts with her speaking mannerisms. Especially because her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Oh, I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just Yuri going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just curious. That kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Perfter in club activities? My mouth gasped. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Let's go, Perfter. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. I don't know if I would follow. Once in a while, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Perfect. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. You have emotions, we can't always hide them away, but you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would you do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Perfect. I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah, shall we go? Yeah. And I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once filled the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Perfect. Do you like Noling tea? Oh yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature in the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if it's not an expert on tea or anything. Hey, in that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. If that's so, I was just letting it show. And you noticed, I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Perfter. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Herpter, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have the back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. If that's so, I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes. Oh. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Oh, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from the CRA candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I just sit against the wall, teacups on our sides, as if in sync. We assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. He slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yeah, was always kind and cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup? Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my power will to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I really let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudged on the pages. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. He holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading it from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But it means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me with like she needs to confirm that what she just did. What has just happened? Herpter, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's, well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of a context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding and nervously taking another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest raising and falling at the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm, like before Yuri pits her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Whoa. Yuri jolts back. Time to share poems. Perfect, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is interrupted. Broken. Abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we honestly can lean up without as much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Oh boy. So Yuri! Hey, I'm hoping you're okay. I didn't really get to talk to you that much the whole time. It's nice, I guess. Come on. I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Perpter. So Yuri, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Hey. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me. Okay. You can go play with everyone else now, if you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. So Yuri, tell Monika I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Yuri cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, this is gonna be some drama. I put my character into a situation right now. Everything in my poems is going to Yuri. In my personal opinion, I like Yuri, like not purple-haired Yuri, but Yuri. Yuri. Oh boy. Perfect. This is wonderful. I can feel the emotions we poured into it. Is this the result of trying what I suggested yesterday? Yeah, I guess so. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more feeling. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hand appears sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Wait, hold on. I didn't get to see you. Oh, so Yuri didn't give me her poem yet. She didn't give me her poem yet. I didn't get to read it. Yeah. It's being appreciated like this, I guess. I probably sound really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? For some reason, Yuri doesn't respond. Yuri smiles sadly. During lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing, inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always puts a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like I know it all. People say that about you. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all character. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't know even how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do then is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Purpose. I speak this slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time you've always treated me like everyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself that I talk to others, but that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I treat you how you deserve to be treated, right? And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah, we really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, and this time she smiles as she does. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky and exposed of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sand castle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Well, gently lick on your foundation until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye. Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we will still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foaming treadmill. Turn back and then abandon my piece to avoid the shore. Drift forward and return to Earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of a rain thing to write about, but I did my best in thinking the metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Nasaki and I it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Nasaki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the difference in our writing styles and thought process. Anyway, it was her ideal. Knowing her, it's been surprised that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But what I suppose is not so bad. That you write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Alright, we're gonna go with, as ordered, we're gonna go with, Monica. Hi, Perfter. Have you thought about what you wanted to submit for the perform in the festival? No. Well, being in this club is one thing, performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it will turn out great. It would also make me happy to see, Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure, I'm going to take a poem, I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. It feels like you've getting more comfortable with your style. But the imaginary is better than the last one I read. Just wondering but have you been finding inspiration in your writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, like lights turned on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversations out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in her head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. Oh no, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep it to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Yeah, you completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. My whisper that last part to me. It's just a hunch, though. A hunch. Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying, anyway. I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Here. Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. A no-tell tells a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victims of the current of the wind. Day after day I search and I search with a little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else have failed me, when all others have turned away, the legends of all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the mind pulling ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumbs and the forefinger. The hand is a beautiful lady. I'll look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, only which amounts to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only an impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with the breath, she blows me back afloat and back up in gusts of wind. You know, I feel like learning I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was just kind of in my mind, and I just wanted to write about it. Oh, I see. I never really put too much thought into it. Anyway, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, it wouldn't really have anything to write about, would it? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think you know better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional. Oh yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find that other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way and will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay, Nasaki. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see that you're going for it, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Your Nasaki elbows connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess I kind of point. I should really just watch my mouth around Misaki. Anyway, hold her poem out to me. Nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonders over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a shore that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Beach in the sunbeam and hold your hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories and footprints trail. Let's set you free in my windy cell. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be your beach when it washes your worries away. I'll be your beach that your daydreams about each day. I'll be your beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me be by your side, If you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Huh. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something but a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write something negative about the beach. Well, Yuri takes it on, it has a little more cylinder. Well, that's... Geez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Like, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a sec. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You divided from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. It's nagging air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Yuri isn't here. It seems you're right. Sigh. So Yuri always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like someone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Naseki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Oh no! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Yuri. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh, that curious expression coming from Yuri. Of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Nozaki will be making cupcakes, and we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Nozaki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. So Yuri will be helping me design them. And as for you, Yuri, you can guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now, Nozaki, T, guys, T, bro, T, get her to do some tea, yeah. Jeez, can I tell? Even I can tell now. I guess I even gave Yuri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on her when she's not around. That may not be the case, but if I also be the leader of my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have a beautiful handwriting, you know. You should make some banners, decorations, and help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love the atmosphere. Her expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be wonderful to help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Pervder. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Nasaki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle, and it would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's Monika's suggestion. I would spend a weekend with one of my club members. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give you. It's not like, oh, Monika is going to give you a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. And it's like it tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Nasaki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Pervder may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance, so therefore he may be more suited to assisted with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Pervder to. What are you saying? It would be extremely meticuloustic work. And baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Pervder to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I just was saying though, geez, can we just settle this already? Yeah, Pervder, you're okay with this, okay, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to say Yuri. If it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Yuri. I mean, we're already neighbors, and Monika said that Sayuri was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Okay, I'm not gonna go into Nisaki because I don't know anything about baking, and she'll probably be all like, I know how to do everything. I'm not gonna help Monika because she's already getting help from Sayuri, so, and me and her is getting pretty along. Yuri. I'll probably be most useful at helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you, Nasaki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I would just... Okay. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Perfect. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Nasaki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said I would fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Nazaki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Pervder? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about Nasaki? Mm, Nasaki. What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That... Not what I meant at all. Yuri excitedly glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Perfect picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I always know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said anything bad. Nasaki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by your words. When she's already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Yuri. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Yuri would say at a time like this. Because Yuri always helps everyone smile and feel good about it themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Hey, I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to get out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their bag and things. I have to follow Mika and I to get out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, that's right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Alright. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Oh, I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for that reason. It's not like it should matter which other way. So I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Not underestimate yourself. Don't underestimate yourself, Parker. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you had only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reasons you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one thing with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself an extremely intense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Yeah, I didn't realize. I'm telling you what I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard about again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort. Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I would be prepared to do this with Yuri, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I'm gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But I know that might end up happening when we're outside at school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous about if Siri finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it there on this part right here. I wanna save this at this point, and I had fun. The day 4 was done. Now it's gonna be going up to, I guess that was a Friday, so I have to put, it's gonna be Sunday next. So Sunday, yeah, woot woot.